Morning, Jules here from Joolsedesigns at JT Creations. So here we are, and we're doing a bit of recycling. So we're using corrugated cardboard and fussy cuts, anything that's left on our desk kind of. So we've got this one, corrugated cardboard. I had a few photographs. There's book page, music page, some fussy cuts, die cuts, some little corrugated hearts. Now from my card making days, I've got a pack of corrugated. I've got the pile's about that thick actually. So what I decided to do was I needed to use this, and all I did was I drew the hearts on the back and cut it out, and that's where I got that from. This one's just an extra overlay. There's like little bits of paper, there's a pocket. Well, it's not a pocket, it's stuck down. There's die cuts, there's a little bit of brown paper behind, and a bird, and that's it. And I've the same with this one. There's a little envelope that's stuck down, but it has the little letter. There's labels, there's a bird, and you can see I've put gilding on. So this one I've used a little bit of this one has got a pocket. Used a little bit of a negative. These negatives I bought from Temu, the corrugated, and then tagged them. And that's what I did with this. This was just a large sheet, and I just did it with white with a bit of beige on. And you can see I've not pulled it off, and I just painted it over. So to get to that, I've got a piece of, I can't remember what I got in the box, but I have wet it a little bit and let the water set in. Then what I do is I usually pull it. Doesn't always come off the greatest. Oh, you can see that one's pulling a bit of the corrugated off. And because it's been a little bit wet, it pulls off easy. And all I did was I just sprayed it with a little water bottle. You can see some of it's still a bit wet. And if you leave some bits on, that's fine. It all adds to it. I'm just throwing the bits away that I've took off. If it needs a helping hand, just get a pokey tool and just you don't have to pull it all up. Tip that up like that. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. And then I didn't even measure it. All I did was I just cut one to size. So probably about there. But first of all, I painted it. And I just used cheapy Baltimore white acrylic paint. And that comes from the works. And you can see it was £2. I've used that quite a lot. I have an old stencil brush. It's probably a kid's stencil brush, and you can use any colour paint you've got. This I got from Hobbycraft. It's a craft shop that sells a lot of stuff. I think I must have painted over it. And I've got this cheapy stuff that I got from B&M's. It's a translucent gold. All it does is it just leaves a gold shimmer, so we'll try a little bit of that. So all I do is I just pop a little drop on, and just a dry brush, and just put it on. I just kept the white out just in case it wasn't light enough. You can rub it up and down as well. And this is all I do. Because these will go with my spring journals and my rustic tartan hearts, which is one of my spring journals. I've designed it to match, you know, to sort of like go with Valentine's Day. There's tartan hearts on tartan paper, but you can use it for spring. It is reds and beiges and all those nice colours, but it also will look nice with flowers and things like that. So there we are. So I can see some of the gold sparkling through. It's not too much, because as you see with these, what I did do, I put some foiling on. So if I want a little bit of sparkle, I can foil it. And it's just cold glue foiling I use. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll leave that to dry, and hopefully it'll be dry enough for you to see what it's like. And then all I do is, as I said, I just, so I would cut it down that one and cut it down that one, so, and then that one will be a little bit, so I'll get six tags out of that. What we're going to do is we're going to deal with these. I have cut them, and you can see I haven't cut them the greatest. To do with this one, I want to put a bit of lace on it, and I think that would be, I might put some flowers on it as well. So first of all, I think what we'll do is, I want to use this. I'm not quite sure what that would go with. Oh, we've got a knot in this, actually. I think that's quite nice. And yeah, it's got a bit of a stain from something. I'm not quite sure what it was. I don't think it was me. I don't think I tried to coffee dye that ribbon, because it was just a load of scrap ribbon that was given to me. And I'm using my Fabri-Tac. And I'm putting it on the, trying to catch the bumps. The only thing with sticking stuff on corrugated cardboard, you can use a hot glue gun, and sometimes I do, but I'm not going to this time. And I'm just making sure that that is the correct side of the ribbon, and it is. And I'm putting that down there, and then I can so I'm just going up these two bumps. And we'll put this on. I can feel the glue peeking, well, I can feel it through the holes. And then wrong scissors for this, but never mind. I have got material scissors, but if I get them out on my craft desk, I'll end up using them for something else, and then they'll be ruined. And I don't know why, because I don't do any dressmaking or anything anymore. I used to do curtains, and not greatly. I'm not the greatest of stitchers. My husband was on the phone, so, and I've cut some kind of greeny grey ones, and some cream, and some sandy coloured ones. I've got some of these paper flowers that I picked up at, I think, Home Bargains. There were a pack of 40, and I've gone round it with some ink there because I think it stands out. So I've got this one, and I quite like that there. Now I'm not quite sure of what colour that goes with that. I think I want a little bit of a darker colour on. They're all stuck. So I think we'll just put that there, and then I was thinking, you know, the little, but I've got some of these, but I think they're just too samey. Well, just ink on the top of them, and we'll see what that's like. And what I'll do is I'll do what I normally do, pick up my, just a bit of stamp foam and a ball tool, and I'm just pressing it in on the underside so that the petals curl in over like that, and then I'll just, that looks, and then we'll see what that looks like on top. Yep. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this one down first. I'm using art glitter glue, and hopefully it does. I've not used it for a day or so. We've been busy. This is the run up to Christmas, although you'll see this after Christmas. My husband's been poorly, my daughter's been poorly, she's been in and had surgery. So we're just waiting on the results for that. And then we're just trying to get ready for Christmas. I mean, I've got 17 grandchildren, luckily they all want money. 2 of them are going abroad. Holidays just, well, my granddaughter, the oldest one, she's going in January, she's going on a skiing holiday. So they've asked for euros, so that's easy enough. I can just go and get their money changed. And then her brother, the one next to her, he's going to Spain a bit later with his girlfriend's family. There's a big crowd of them going, so he's asked for euros, because if he has it in euros he won't spend it until he gets there. You know what boys are like. Well, money burns a hole. Money burns a hole in my pocket, especially if I'm in a craft shop. I keep forgetting that I'm on a budget. So we'll put that there. Do you know what? I fancy something a little bit darker, so I'm going to go with the blue. And I'm going to go with the denim blue. This is the Adirondack. Now, I've had these for years. Yeah. And I'm just doing the tips with blue. Yeah, perfect. Just, and this is actually pearlised scrapbook card, but I didn't want it on the pearlised side, so I've just done it on the, it's pearlised on one side and plain on the other. And then we'll just put that down. And there we are. Pretty little card. I might put something else on it, I'm not quite sure, but that's that's that one. Then we'll use this one. Just gonna take that in a bit, just so it matches up a little bit. And I think I might go for this boucle wool ribbon, and it's green. It's I got it from B&M's. How much is it? It's 3 for £5. It's 2 meters long. So we'll take that. I don't think I want it that length. So I think what we'll do is we'll cut it, because I can always use the other bit. And if you don't cut it straight, it's fine. You can see it's not straight. You can put the wonky edge on that. I think we might have a little bit of book page or music page on this one. So I'm just... and we'll ink round it. Just, oh, it's upside down. No, it's not. No. It wasn't. I had it the right way. So I think we might put that one under there like that. And we could have that one. I've got a little curly didn't put these down very well, did I? So I think we could have that one underneath, or peeking out that way. And how about no, the big flower's no good. How about 2 of them? Yep. And do I do them in green? Whoops. See if there's oh, there is green left on. That's smoked plume. It looks more the kind of colour I'm looking for. What's this one? Frosty Jade. This is more of it. And there. And do I want another one? We'll see. We'll see when I put it on. So we'll take them off. We'll put this one on first, and we'll put this one on with art glitter glue. And that was about there. Put the lid on my ink. That's it. Then we'll use fabric tack. And I'm just putting lines of it, and hopefully these lines will hit the mountain ridges on the corrugated card, and then just that like that. This one I'm going to use fabric tack on as well, because it's going to go partly on this ribbon. we'll put that half and half. Quite like it on the side there. This one we were going to have behind, weren't we? But it's not. It's gonna go forward like that. So again, glue the bobbly bits. There's one thing about art glitter glue, you get this thin nozzle which is good for gluing on these like little tiny tendrils and stuff like that. You can glue the back of your hand. I do that sometimes. But then I forget to wash it off and I go out shopping and I've got like this dried glue on the back of my hands and it does not look nice at all. People stare at you. They think you've got the contagious lurgy. So we'll put that there. This one, do you know what, I'm going to darken that a little bit, so I'm going to go with the emerald. Where's my green one? Just want the very ends. That's better. Just want the very tips. And I alternate between Tim Holtz Distress inks and oxides and my Harmony. I've got Mementos. I've got quite a lot of inks, and some of them I've had for like 20 years. Because I don't use them, well, I use my inks all the time, but the stays on and things like that I don't use as much now. So yeah, so I like that. I'm going to use my little Tim Holtz scissors because these haven't really been blunted yet. And just having a look to see what it's like inked around. Not much of a difference, but we'll leave it to dry. So we've got 2, and then I think we'll use a photograph on this one, very Audrey Hepburn. That's one of the ones done in sepia, Audrey Hepburn. No, so that's, I think we're going to go with the little girl. Now what I want is, I want something to go around the edges, and I don't want, I think I'll use the ground espresso distress ink. It's quite a dark ink. And I'm not being too precise when I'm inking it, I'm just back up there. And we've got a nice little one with roses, so I think what we might do is we might change that over. It's got glue on it and it's sticking to my finger. Right, so we'll put her in the corner there, and do we want a flower? Do we want a little daisy? Yeah, we do. So I'm going to put this down first, and again, just like my Fabri-Tac. Again, I'm just putting lines of it down. Whoop. I'm just gonna run that up like that. Push that on. And again, I'll use Fabri-Tac. Fabri-Tac, you can get strings, you can always wipe them away afterwards and lift them up. And normally I would ink around that, but I'm not really bothering. Yep. And we'll go with, you can use that glitter glue with ribbon and things like that. It does stick. It just takes a little longer, but you know, I tend to use the recommended glues, but I mean that bit'll stick on there and that's sticking to ribbon, so it doesn't really matter. And if I wanted, I could have put some, you know, book page or music page or whatever behind. I'm not going to. We'll just pop that. And these are the daisy die cuts. These I got from Temu. I don't have the link, but if you just put on, you know, flower dies, flower metal cutting dies, and it'll bring them all, and you get two. You get a larger one and a smaller one. But they're quite nice little dies. And we'll just put that there. And again, just going to cut this off. And there we are. And I think we might have a little flower on this one. Oh, that's my dog just coming for it from a walk. She's telling my husband to get up the stairs and check that I'm still in my craft room, I think. And again, I'm just going to go around this with the green, just round the edges. Do we want that there? Do we want a couple? Yeah, I think we'll have a couple. And I'll do that one in green as well. And I'm just this one underneath. And sometimes I take the pearls off. The pearls just pick off because they're just glued on those little flowers. Sometimes I pick them off, but I'm not going to. And there we are. And there we have the three. Now what I was thinking of doing was putting some hearts, but it's like I've kind of gone on the green shades there, haven't I, apart from this one. Now we've got the green. We've also got like a coppery colour, and I quite like that. So what I normally do, move these out the way, I turn it over, and I get a wee pencil and I just draw around it. Try and do it as nicely as I can. and then we'll draw around that one. It's kind of rough. And then we cut around them. So I'll just cut this up here. I will speed this up. In there, I need to put those dies back, otherwise I'm gonna, because they're normally all in a folder. So I think we'll put that one on there. Right, I was going to use my Trimmets. Yeah, I'm going to put that one up there. So we'll put that there. And this one we're going to have at the top as well. And this one I'm going to have down here coming out of the flower. We've got glue strings, so I'm going to have this one coming out of the flower like that. And what a difference, just another little pop of colour. And if you wanted, you could put these little bits. These bits I'll keep because they'll do for clusters and things like that. I really do get my desk in a mess. And I'm just going to get my crocodile. And I'm just going to set it on the large grommet setting. Okay, and we want the large hole. And I'm just guessing the middle, we're just going to put a hole there. Right, I think this is going to go over there. Poke that out. That's it. So the middle on this one is going over that lace, which is fine because it does cut through. You can see it has, and we'll get the grommets out. I'm just going to use silver ones. We'll do this one first. And when you're doing corrugated cardboard, you need to be a bit careful because it can be, sometimes it can be a bit thin. This one isn't, it's quite thick. So it's, and we'll put silver one in this one. Pop that in there, but what I want to do is I want to put some ribbon on these. So I'm going to use this, I'm going to do this one first. And when I use large ribbon, it's just I tie it in a knot in the front of the tag, and then it looks as though you've got like a nice bow. So just tie it like that and pull it. You might have to pull it that way. I was doing it the wrong way. So, and just pull both sides of the ribbon like that. And then what I do is I fold it in half and I go from the outside of the ribbon, the unfolded bit, slanted into the middle, and you get that bow look. So there. And there we are, and I'll keep that little bit. So we've got that one. Poke that through. Hopefully we've got enough to do the 3. Yeah, we have. And again, and there's that one. And then put it through that way. And just tie it in a knot. Again, pull in both sides. If you wanted, you could go from the middle out. 6 and 2 3s. Like that, whatever's easiest for you. And then we'll just keep those big bits. And there we are. 3 beautiful rustic tags that will go with anything. Now I'm going to put them, well, I'm going to put one of them definitely in the tartan hearts, so I might add a little bit of tartan, you know, I might sort of like take a little bit of ripped paper, put a little bit of ripped paper with a bit of tartan on there just to match it. Doesn't matter if I don't, it's fine. But that's, and I've not put ribbons in them because I hadn't decided really what I was doing with them, and there's just some little ones, so they'll go in my, I'm going to do a botanical spring one, and that's like a shabby, that will go in my tartan one because that has got a bit of tartan ribbon. That will just wrong, just get a grommet. And I think I'll put a gold one in that one, or a brass, an antique brass. And what have we got for that one? Do we want white? No, we don't want white. Do we want a little bit of tartan ribbon? Yep. We'll try it and see what it's like, but it's kind of plain on the other side. I like those because these are wrapping ribbons, they're parcel wrapping ribbons, so but like proper tartan. I have got some proper tartan ribbon and it's tartan right the way through. So I'm trying to pull it so that the tartan stays on that side. and I'm just going to cut it at a slant. I'm not going to cut it. And this is just, I think I got it from Home Bargains or TK Maxx, one of them too. So there we are. So there's another one with a ribbon. And they do look pretty. As I said, it's probably twine I'll use on these ones. But anyway, I hope you get something from that. So recycling your boxes from your Christmas parcels, this is exactly what to do with them. And this was white, obviously it was a box, so it was like white on that, so that's ideal for journaling. I'll just leave that. That one, you can journal on that in black pen. You don't have to, and it's just another journaling space in your journal. Anyway, enough waffle. I will see you in the next video. Bye.